You know the game. Crack an egg, spot the shell shard, chase it around the bowl with your finger while it swims away from you like it's alive. Everyone plays it, nobody wins. And it happens for one reason: the way you crack. So today, we're fixing eggs. All of it. Why edge cracking guarantees shell, a 5-second freshness test, why Americans refrigerate eggs and Brits don't, and who's right. The peeling trick that sounds completely backwards. That radioactive looking green ring, rubbery scrambled eggs, and poached eggs that don't explode into ghost ribbons. By the end, you'll be better with eggs than most cooks you know. First, the crack. When you smack an egg on the edge of a bowl, the rim acts like a blade. It punches the shell times inward, tearing the thin membrane just inside, and drives shards straight into the white. The shell doesn't fall in by accident. You push it in, every time. Now, crack on a flat surface instead. The shell crushes, but the membrane underneath stays whole, and it holds every fragment in place like a little net. Nothing enters the egg. Tap it flat on the worktop, thumbs into the seam, open. The shell stays in your hands. 50 years of shell fishing, solved by the counter you already own. And if a shard does sneak in, wet your finger first. Dry fingers push the white around, wet ones cut straight through. Next up, how old are your eggs, actually? Forget the date on the box. Fill a glass with water and drop one in. Lying flat on the bottom, fresh. Standing upright, a few weeks old. Floating, that egg remembers a different prime minister. It works because eggshell is porous thousands of microscopic holes. As the weeks pass, moisture escapes and air seeps in, inflating a pocket at the wide end. The bigger the pocket, the better it floats. The egg literally fills with air as it ages. A built-in freshness meter, free with every egg. Now, a mystery that confuses everyone who's ever crossed the Atlantic. In America, eggs live in the fridge by law, basically. In Britain, they sit on the counter at the supermarket. Same egg, opposite rules. Who's wrong? Nobody, weirdly. Fresh eggs come with a natural coating called the cuticle, a protective film that seals those pores against bacteria. American producers wash their eggs, which scrubs off the cuticle, so the egg loses its armor and needs refrigeration. British eggs keep the cuticle so they can live on the counter. The rule isn't about the egg, it's about what happened to it before you bought it. So in the UK, counter is fine. Fridge extends their life a bit, your call. Just pick one, because moving eggs between cold and warm makes them sweat, and damp shells are what bacteria like. Right now, the fact absolutely nobody believes. For hard-boiled eggs, you want the OLD ones. Fresh eggs are the worst possible choice. I know. Stay with me. Fresh eggs are peeling nightmares. The white welds itself to the membrane and comes off in chunks, leaving you with a cratered moon rock. But as an egg ages, its white turns slightly more alkaline, and that chemistry loosens its grip on the membrane. So the floaters and tilters from the water test, those are your boiling eggs. Save the fresh ones, they've got a better job coming later. Peeling trick 2, start hot. Lower the eggs into water that's already boiling. The outside of the white sets instantly before it has time to fuse onto the membrane. Start them in cold water, and they cook slowly, welding themselves to the shell on the way up. Then the finish, straight into iced water. The sudden cold makes the egg white contract and pull away from the shell. An actual physical gap opens up. 10 minutes in the ice, and the shell practically falls off. Boiling start, ice finish, old eggs. The unpeelable egg is a solved problem. Speaking of boiled eggs, the green ring, you cut one open and there's that gray-green halo around the yolk, looking faintly radioactive. Is it safe? Is it mold? Should you call someone? It's chemistry and it's harmless. Cook an egg too hot for too long and sulfur from the white reacts with iron from the yolk, forming ferrous sulfide exactly where they meet. It won't hurt you, but it's the egg filing a formal complaint. Too hot, too long. It also comes with that faint, eggy sulfur smell nobody loves. The fix is just restraint. 10 to 12 minutes at a gentle simmer, then the ice bath, which bonus, also stops the cooking dead. No ring, no smell, golden yolk. The ice bath is doing double duty and it never gets the credit. Now, breakfast heartbreak. Rubbery scrambled eggs. Stiff, bouncy, sitting in a mysterious puddle. That puddle is the crime scene evidence, by the way. Here's what's happening. Egg proteins are coiled ribbons. Heat unwinds them and links them into a net. That's what cooking an egg times is. Gentle heat builds a soft, open net that holds moisture in. High heat makes the net clench like a fist and wring the water out. That puddle under your eggs, that's the juice that got squeezed out of them. The eggs didn't dry out. They were strangled. So low flame, keep them moving, and this is the professional part. Take them off while they still look slightly wet and underdone. The pan keeps cooking them for another 30 seconds on the way to the plate. If they look perfect in the pan, they're overcooked on the plate. Trust the carryover. Right, the boss level. Poached eggs, the one that makes people say, I can't do those. You can. You've just never been told the two actual secrets. Secret one. Remember how we save the fresh eggs? This is their job. An egg white has two parts, a thick inner white and a thin, watery outer white. Those wispy ghost ribbons that explode across your pan, that's the watery part. Crack the egg into a fine strainer for 10 seconds and let the watery white drain off. What's left is a tight, neat package. Fresh eggs have the most thick white, that's why they're the poaching eggs. Secret 2. Barely simmering water, small bubbles, no rolling boil, plus a splash of vinegar. Acid makes egg protein set faster, so the white firms up before it can wander off. Slide the egg in from a cup, 3 minutes, lift it out. Restaurant poached egg. No whirlpool gymnastics required. 2 quick myths before the recap, because eggs attract nonsense. Myth 1. Brown eggs are healthier than white. They're not. Shell color comes from the breed of the hen. That's it. Inside, they're identical. Brown eggs often cost more because the hens that lay them are bigger and eat more, not because the egg is better. Myth 2. A deep orange yolk means a better egg. Yolk color just reflects what the hen ate: more corn and marigold in the feed, more orange in the yolk. Farmers can dial yolk color like a paint chart. It says something about the hen's menu, nothing about freshness or nutrition. The recap, and it's a big one, so here's the 6-second version. Crack flat, never on an edge. Float test for age-old ones get boiled, fresh ones get poached. Counter's fine in the UK. The fridge rule is about washing, not the egg. Boiling start, ice finish, and the shell surrenders. Scrambled, low, slow, off early. Poached, strain it, simmer it, splash of vinegar. Do all that and you're genuinely in the top 1% of egg cooks. It's the most common ingredient in your kitchen and almost nobody handles it right. Now you do. One more thing. While I was in your fridge getting eggs, I saw it, the bread. You keep your bread in the fridge, don't you? I need you to sit down for the next one because the fridge isn't keeping that loaf fresh. It's the single fastest way to ruin bread known to science, and I can prove it.